I really enjoyed talking with you on Discord. I say like this guy is going to be very interesting to interview. So
I hope so. It's funny. I don't think of myself as very interesting, so
everybody has something interesting to share. I think
that's true.
that's yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. Could you tell us a little bit about yourself and your background, please?
Sure. So currently, I'm making the transition into becoming a licensed electrician. I had been working as a carpenter for a little under 3 years, and after school and even up to now have continued to do really serious self-study when it comes to art and philosophy and religion.
That's very interesting. Actually, at the beginning, I was having this idea that you were more of a manual person, but actually, I'm seeing that you want to study a lot of different areas. Maybe you're looking
Yeah,
something artistic. Maybe you're looking for something more artsy.
of course. So you have to pay rent, and so
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
hard
of
right
course.
now to make it's hard to make money off of just art. But the goal would be to, over time, uh, both make enough money to live well and support my family, and then also in that time study deeply art in a way that I could eventually transition to doing that full time.
Wow, wonderful. Actually, you kind of start answering the second question because the second question was going to be what will be your ideal job or
Oh,
work?
yeah. I'm definitely not upset with being really into manual labor. There's something very beautiful about putting in the physical energy and seeing it progress over time and impacting the
Mm,
world around you in a beautiful way. But I definitely have the inclination to be an artist, and they both share that similar place of mastering a skill and leaving a space better than what it was. And so any place I can do that, I think would be an ideal job.
yeah, I see what you mean, like the craftsmanship of the work. Have you ever seen those videos of Japanese people working on something that they've been doing for generations? Like it could be
Hmm.
knife making or a certain type of food or something. It's so full of art what they do. It's wonderful, and the
Yeah, it's
passion
super
that they
beautiful.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
And it,
yeah. I
yeah,
really like it.
I, yeah, it's really cool.
I'm kind of interested in not getting to understand a little bit better. How did you come from like a more IRL profile oriented towards, like, as you said, electricity and carpentry? And then how did you discover virtual reality and came here?
Oh, that's a really good question. So, I think the pandemic helped a lot with it. I've always really been interested in technology, of course, growing up playing like video games and being interested in how computers work. For a moment, I thought I wanted to do like software engineering, so I definitely haven't left the digital space. But I remember during COVID, where everybody was on lockdown for a few months, I decided it was really time to hunker down and see where I was with art, where I was with creating, and I spoke to somebody about the VR space, and it blew my mind how I think, in a way, 3D and VR speaks to a place of creation that was beyond what I thought. And of course, there's the added bonus of it being potentially like the future. So I was like, could be a good place to
Exactly.
get a job. Don't know what's going on with, the pandemic. So I dived right in, decided it was good to invest, and haven't looked back since. It's wonderful.
So the last question I'm going to ask you can be very well related with what you just said.
Awesome.
On a general view, how do you think that virtual reality could help improve society, or what sort of impact can have virtual reality for the
Mm,
better on society?
okay. So I definitely think, like any tool, it really becomes what we use it for. But I think
Mm-hmm.
VR has this kind of intrinsic way of pointing people towards self-study. You are entering a space that has the kind of unspoken rule that you can play with it. I think when we live in our regular lives. Maybe we're almost taught the inverse. In VR, it's kind of a wonderful freedom to do whatever you like. And there's so many great questions that come up from that, like, what do I want to create? What do I want to see? How do these things make me feel? How do I want to look? And to be able to have the tools presented to you in a way that you can play with those and shape those, I think has a great opportunity to healthfully impact anyone who experiences that. I have seen, this is kind of a different sphere, more of the IT sphere, but I have seen a lot of almost, they're kind of fun, but they're definitely dry training modules of, I forget the name of one, but I have seen one where they teach you how to hook up servers, like literally like running the CAT cables and like how to terminate cables, and I have seen that. But as for how it might impact my job, so anything that you see around here, like structure-wise or like tables and chairs, it's a definite more explorative space that if you wanted to make custom, because I've made like a custom desk for my room, and I'm about to make a custom bed for my room as well. I definitely could play around in this space and literally walk around, you know, or like shift certain things and really explore those kind of sizes, and all before, you know, even putting a nail through a board. So I could see that being really helpful.
So I think, Rick, that resumes all the questions we're going to have for today. So
Awesome.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it was very interesting. Very short, I must admit, but very interesting.
It's totally okay. Yeah, it was fun. Thank you for inviting me to come out and ask me some questions. Appreciate it. Hold on. There you go. I can't extend my arm past this wall. Okay, there we go.
Oh no.
My physical
Limitations
space
of
is very
virtual reality.
close. Yeah.